Yo guys, welcome back to the channel. So with popular demand on the channel, a lot of my videos with the most views are reviews about stuff. So I'm bringing you another review here today. What we're going to be reviewing is this right here. So recently I had a scooter that I was using for 2 years. I'll put some clips on the screen now of what happened to it. Basically I was just driving along and it snapped in half. So it was time to get a new scooter, which I've purchased, and I'm going to be reviewing it today. So I'm going to be comparing it to the scooter that I had before and the prices, and basically comparing this new scooter to that. But what we have here, the scooter, is the Ninebot. I think they call this the Segway G30 Max. So just to give you a brief background on pricing, the price on this scooter brand new from Virgin Megastore was 2,700 dirhams. So I'll put the price in pounds if you're from the UK, on the screen now as well. I'm going to be comparing this to my other scooter, which was 1,600 dirhams. And like I said, it snapped in half, not good, not ideal, but it did last me for 2 years, and I use the scooter every single day. I go quite far on it, so yeah, you can do the maths on that. I think this scooter is around £500 and the other scooter was around £300. So, first thing to note about this scooter, I didn't test drive it. I just went in the store, looked at the spec on it, and then purchased it. But then, which we're going to get onto in a bit now, I drove it after charging it the first day and I realised, oh, there's a little bit of issues with it. There's a lot of good reviews about this scooter online. Everyone is talking about it. The guy even in the shop was like, yeah, the Ninebot, this is the best. I had other people recommend me the Ninebot. I heard them saying this a lot of the times. The scooter repair shop that I went to, Ninebot, get the Ninebot. So I'm like, all right, get it. So first thing to note, this scooter definitely, definitely feels very sturdy. That's one thing I would say. It's very quality. There's a lot of quality about it. It feels sturdy. It feels like it's gonna last a long time, but you never know with scooters. But it does feel like it's quality. It's nice and dense. It's not too heavy to pick up. I mean, it's a decent size. I think it has a good battery on this scooter, but it's not too heavy. It's nice, it's easy to fold down, and it goes on the stand there. This scooter does 65 kilometers distance on one full charge. That is one of the best things about this scooter, to be honest with you. 65k is a long distance. Secondly, it has an application on the phone which allows you to track it, which is a really good thing about this scooter. If it got stolen, as long as whoever stole it, as soon as they switch it on, it will show you the location on the app with the location of the tracking. So it has tracking device. The app is pretty cool where you can record trips, like you can press record, drive along, and you can see how far you've gone in the trip and everything on the map. That's a very good thing I like about this scooter. The thing that I don't like about this scooter is the speed. That's the biggest thing for me, which I didn't realise how much I liked the speed. My other previous scooter, the distance was around 40k total distance on one full charge, but the battery got tired towards the end of me driving the scooter, and it used to last a bit less. Maybe it lasted about 30k, 25k, so it wasn't that good distance-wise. But the speed on my other scooter was very good. The speed on that was around 35 kilometers per hour. The speed on this is only 25 kilometers per hour, which is crazy. Like, you pay that much money for a scooter 500 and it only goes 25k an hour. And literally, it doesn't sound a lot, 35k to 25k, but it felt like I was walking when I was driving this. At full speed, 25k, it just felt like, I was like, oh, this is slow. Like, I do not like this. I want to go faster. And that's what my other scooter had. So it's like, as you can see, when you're comparing the two, this is more sturdy, this is more stronger, but less speed. For me, I want speed. I don't care if the scooter lasts 2 years. That's still decent time. I'd rather have a faster one. And less cheap. It's cheaper as well at the same time. So, just moving on swiftly now, about the bell. So when you're driving in Dubai, I am at the moment, and you're driving along, there's a lot of people on the sidewalk, so the bell is quite important. The brake system, on my last scooter, the bell was just under the brake system. But here, the bell is also under the brake system. But on my other scooter, I was able to be driving along, I don't know if you can see that, and I would literally just flick my thumb onto the bell. But this one, you have to kind of twist it. So if I'm driving along, you imagine now, I want to bell people and also brake at the same time if I'm going down a hill. You can't do both at the same time, which is annoying. How they've designed the bell on this, you have to kind of bell first, then brake, or brake, then bell. My other scooter, I was able to just, the way they designed that was just flick my finger as I was braking at the same time. It might not seem like a big issue, guys, but like I said, I'm doing a review here, and this is something that I come into contact with when I was like, this is annoying me. Like, you know, how they design it, it's pissing me off. So that's that. It's got a good fold mechanism here. You literally flick this button, pull out, and drop it down, and it folds into place. The clip on the end here, I mean, it's nice and simple, but it's not really, I mean, it's not really ideal. Like, it comes out very easily. It doesn't shout quality for me, that, to be honest. Then you just flip it up, but it's easy accessible. One thing that's good about this scooter is the lights. It has, I think, multiple lights. You just switch this on now. It has light there. It has brake-in backlight pedal as well. That's also good. That's a good thing about it. The throttle is obviously here. So if you just have a look now, I haven't charged this full. So this is kind of good, but kind of annoying. Once the scooter is still, it goes into a parking motion, which means if I press the trigger, nothing happens, yeah? But as I start to move the scooter, if I just move it, see, now it will start to go. But it has to be moving first. I don't like this. It's kind of a safety mechanism that they've built into this, which is kind of good, because if you're waiting for traffic and you accidentally press the throttle, you're going to go into the car. So we don't want that. But personally, I'm a personal trainer. I'm going back and forth to gyms constantly. I like to be on the go quickly. I want to brake fast and drive fast. I want to just like jump on my scooter and go straight away, which you're not able to really do with this. It's got a parking motion, but it depends on how you look at that kind of point I just made then. It's kind of safe, kind of annoying at the same time. There is a built-in system as well, which you do with the app. You can set the start time for the throttle. So you can set it at 1 kilometer, 2 kilometer, 3, 4, 5, which basically means unless the scooter speed is going 5 kilometers, the motor won't kick in until then. Obviously myself, I took this out completely, so my scooter will start as soon as I got it rolling on, I think basically when it goes on to 1, it starts. Again, safety mechanism. The good thing to note about this scooter, they have tubeless tires. So even though they're tubeless, you still have to put air in them. One thing about my other scooter, which was bad about this, is that there's no tube. Let me turn the light off. There's no tubeless tires. They actually had tires with inner tubes inside, and it used to be a pain for me because my scooter would constantly get punctures, so I'd have to replace the inner tube. On this scooter, I don't have to worry about that. The tyres are going to be good forever, and you still have to pump them up to the good speed, a good PSI, but they're never going to have that issue, so that's a good thing about this scooter. And I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, one thing just to mention about the charger. So it comes with, you pay all this money for a scooter, right? And I was in Virgin Megastore. Obviously this brand is Chinese brand, I think. Comes with a charger that has the wrong plug for this location in Dubai. So you have to get an adapter, which is cheap. I mean, the adapter is cheap, but if you spend all this money on a scooter, you don't expect to spend more money on an adapter. They did give me a helmet with the scooter, which is a nice touch, I guess, but it turns out the helmet only costs 50 dirham online, which is £10, and no one wears a helmet anyway. so it's pretty much pointless. But yeah, I think that pretty much concludes. I don't think there's anything else I'd like to say about this scooter. It just depends on what you're going for, guys. If I had the choice again, I wouldn't buy this scooter. I mean, if there's anyone watching this video in Dubai that wants to buy this scooter, you can get it for a cheaper price than what Virgin is selling it for, because I want to sell it. So that basically gives you the background of what I think about this scooter. But at the same time, it's gonna last. I feel like it's gonna last me a long time because it is quality. It feels very sturdy. It does go 65 kilometers, which is on the high end of most scooters out there, but the speed was annoying for me. And that brings me around to the last point I'm going to mention about the speed. I did take this to the scooter repair shop that I go to, and I said, can you make it faster? And he said, yeah, bring it over to me, because I did watch a video on YouTube. They basically download a software, or they change the region location, and it goes from 25 kilometers per hour to 30 kilometers per hour, which might not sound much, only 5 kilometers, but when your scooter's only going 25 kilometers, to add that extra 5, it does matter quite a bit. So if you are going to get these Ninebot scooters, go and get it chipped. The guy charged me like 30 dirhams, which is like £6 to do this. I just said to him, how much do I owe you, mate? And he said 30 dirhams, so like happy days. So I paid 30 dirhams to get it going an extra 5 kilometers. It did help it a lot, like the extra 5 kilometers, but at the same time, I want speed. For me, it's a shame really, but I realised after buying the scooter just how much speed is important when I'm thinking of buying a scooter. But you got the sturdiness with this. It's expensive, but it doesn't have the speed. I think I've covered most of the points here, guys, but like I said, it just goes on what you're looking for. If you're looking for...
Uphill.
Huh?
Uphill.
Oh yeah, uphill. It does say that it's got like 20% ride when it goes uphill or something, but it's pretty slow when it goes uphill. Like my previous scooter was really fast, all uphill, downhill, wherever it was really, really quickly, but obviously it snapped eventually. Let me think. So yeah, just try not to repeat myself, but if I was to buy a scooter, I would go for one that is cheaper, that goes faster, and hopefully you get like 2 years worth out of it. So my old scooter was probably better, paid £300, but then you haven't got the tracking system, you haven't got the app, you haven't got the distance. But in my opinion, there's better scooters on the market for value for your money and the speed, and you get more out of it for cheaper price. But if you are after longevity, this scooter is probably good for you. Like I said, I tried to take this scooter back the day after buying it, but they did say to me there's no returns unless you got 1 year warranty on this. So I wasn't able to take it back. So I said, I'm going to just keep this for now. It's going to serve me pretty good. But yeah, I would get a faster one if I was you. Right, I'm going to leave that video here, guys. Hope you've liked it. Subscribe for more reviews, more videos coming soon. Yeah, see you in the next one.